It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. As we take a peek at the Oklahoma State product, their quarterback, Mason Rudolph.
And when Mason Rudolph is on the field, sometimes the scouting reports have to be revised a little bit because often quarterbacks like to throw short to get a rhythm. For Mason Rudolph, he loves the deep fade, and he loves the deep post pattern. Anything over the top, those are his favorite shots downfield, and that's what gets him comfortable.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon and picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he is caught, pushing his way through. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Straight ahead, Walker. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is...
And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle! Ken Walker taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. the touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes third and the length of the football. Now it's Rudolph. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 54 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Now Austin. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team. I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here's Rudolph. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
And out now come the Seahawks.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
And now Smith going to change the play.
Throwing now is Geno. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Geno. Forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Harris running straight ahead.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And back deep is DJ Dallas.
Taking it about the 16. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith.
Short throw to Disley.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Geno now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Boswell's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. On first down, it's Smith. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boswell good with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Seahawks 7. Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, let's go Wednesday.
Here's Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Smith, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Smith going to move him around. They'll run on first down with Dallas. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Now they'll change things up. From the red zone now, Smith. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 7-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On second down, this is Harris, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, it's Rudolph. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. On the ground, it's Harris. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Oh, able to avoid him. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. Some strong running at the 20. Three quarters have come and gone. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Smith. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Play action. It's Smith. Being chased out left. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
A give to Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
And now an audible here into something else.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
On third down, here's Harris. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw on second down is Smith.
And he'll get this to his running back, DJ Dallas.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Smith.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
They'll set up the screen to Dallas.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Play action. It's Rudolph escaping the pressure right.
And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
And now they're in the hurry up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph, flush to his right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
At their own 11-yard line.
Here's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Smith here, an audible at the line.
At the 19-yard line.
Here's Smith looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Smith.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's not but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's Rudolph off play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They will snap it to Rudolph. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right. Tyler Lockett.
Down the sideline it goes. Tyler Lockett.
And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Now Rudolph.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Steeler 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6.
22-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
This is 1st and 10.
One last throw here for Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you get that
One
up?
of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
It is.
how do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. But let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.